Alright, what's going on guys? Willis Gaming here. We're back with another Division 2 video. It's Wednesday. We've got State of the Game today. We're going to be doing our quick recap in this video. If you guys go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below. It really does help the video out. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and putting those bell notifications turned on. I pretty much post looter shooter content on the channel or just whatever I'm playing. So if that's something you like watching, and consider subscribing. So, State of the Game, 15th of April 2020. So, Title Update 9 will actually be coming on April 21st after the maintenance. It will require a download. Patch notes should be released on Monday. So, Monday we're going to have a video for you guys going over the patch notes and everything coming. So, the PS4 Thieves' Den trophy will be changed so that PS4 players can earn all trophies again. The Booster Hive tooltip has now been fixed. There's no large changes coming with PvP in Title Update 9, unfortunately. So if you're not aware, Massive basically has like a side studio called Redstorm, and they pretty much do all of the PvP stuff. As it seems, it looks like they're no longer working on PvP in the Division 2. As one of the main guys from Ubisoft Redstorm, Terry Spear, he basically tweeted out this. He says, "Yo, many of you hit me up about the Division 2, so I wanted to clarify that I've been off the game and working on other things for a while. Direct your Division 2 feedback to the awesome folks at Massive through the normal official channels. Skullcats, Metal, and other cool stuff coming." So it looks like they don't really have a PvP team now. This isn't 100% confirmed because I don't think they've mentioned it anywhere. But it looks like PvP isn't Massive's main priority right now. Whether or not they're working on other things, which a lot of people were speculating that apparently they're just working on Division 3, which would be pretty awesome to be honest. But I think it's too soon for that. Hopefully we'll have some news about the PvP in the Division, because it's something, myself, I haven't jumped into that much just because of the way it's balanced and all the problems that come with it. But yeah, using a scope with a shield will now scope in while ADSing. There was a lot of builds recently when you basically were using, I think it was like a marksman rifle or a rifle. You're always going to scope in if you basically have a scope on your gun. And this will obviously make those builds where you have to aim and obviously get headshots a bit harder because obviously you'll be scoped in. Exotics will have a reconfiguration blueprint that will upgrade 250 gear score exotics to the player level and do a full reroll of all stats requiring one exotic component. So the ability to reconfigure an exotic will do two things. The exotic selected will be brought up to the level of your crafting bench, up to level 40. The attributes of the exotic you reconfigure will get new stat values assigned, which are appropriate for the exotic's level. The overall new power of a reconfigured exotic will be a guaranteed minimum and go all the way up to a god rolled item. So reconfiguring an exotic that is already at your current level will skip the first step and immediately re-roll its status and attributes. It can be risky to reconfigure an already powerful exotic, as each individual attribute bar and overall power of the item will be re-rolled. Everything between a god roll and a weaker overall roll is possible, but will always be above the guaranteed minimum. So it will be super risky to do this. If you already have a sort of like 80%, 90% god rolled item, it probably won't be worth doing it because it will probably just go lower. Like the chances of a god roll, I'm assuming, will be really slim. So reconfigure blueprints will be available for all exotics in the game, including the exotics introduced in Warlords of New York expansion. As soon as you own a specific exotic, you can purchase the reconfigure blueprint from the crafting venue in Naya. Existing upgrade blueprints you already own prior to TU9 will be converted into a reconfigure blueprint automatically and will be available in the reconfigure section of your crafting bench. So as long as you've basically had the exotic, you've done the quest, it's dropped for you, you can reconfigure it. Now, you will still need to have the exotic in your inventory, because if you're looking at the screenshot right now, you can see the crafting cost. Say this person wanted to reconfigure their Bullet King, you do need a Bullet King already to reconfigure. So you can, if you wanted to, keep doing the same one over and over again, but obviously you will need an exotic component. So it basically relies on having exotic components at the end of the day and the exotic that you want. So the cost, once again, to reconfigure the exotic will be one exotic component in addition to generic crafting materials required for that particular exotic. Deconstructing an exotic will now yield one exotic component down from the prior two. So if you want a bunch of exotics before the update, be sure to go and dismantle your old exotics, because you will be able to get 2. As soon as TU9 comes, you will only get 1. So if you have a bunch of exotics laying around, dismantle them, get those exotic components, and you can start reconfiguring as soon as TU9 hits. But this is a pretty awesome feature. I really like it. I think the first exotic I actually got in Warlords was the Pestilence in the Dark Zone. I actually got all of the stats god rolled. Everything was max. I thought this was normal until a week after, until I realized they actually roll randomly. So I pretty much had a god roll Pestilence in the Dark Zone. And the thing is, I didn't go straight to the extraction point. I basically was just playing for like an hour with this god rolled Pestilence in my inventory. So I thought that was pretty funny. So reroll is not weighted. All rolls are equally likely. Exotics will deconstruct for 1 exotic component. Level 1 exotics are excluded. Ruthless and Lullaby upgrade blueprints will be fixed. The ability to earn keys by playing for the Apparel event will end on the 21st. You will still be able to purchase and use keys already earned until the 28th. After the 28th, the items will be available for direct purchase from the Apparel store, and the server crashes are being investigated. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this exotic reconfiguration. It was sort of, I guess, talked about a few weeks ago, but this is the first, I guess, we're seeing on it. They showed some gameplay, some screenshots on how it's basically going to work. If you want to spend that many exotic components re-rolling your exotics just to try and get the perfect roll, you can. You just got to make sure you have enough exotic components and the basic crafting materials. But another thing to note on this whole thing, what's going on with the PvP, obviously people want to know what's happening with PvP. We haven't really heard much on what's happening with Redstorm, whether or not they're still working on the division. But yeah, I guess we'll just see what we have for next week's State of the Game, and obviously a title update 9 coming next week. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you would like to form a group or anything, you're still looking to maybe do the raid or something, jump in the Discord channel, discord.gg/Willis. It's an awesome place to be, great community, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. This has been Willis Gaming, and peace.